want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. How long should one wait for a sign that they've asked for God? Well, this really is based on the question that was addressed yesterday, and I kind of addressed the difference between a sign and what I would call the perfect will of God. So let me go just with that concept of the perfect will, the acceptable will, the good will of God. The question is, how long? Well, there's the problem. Because nowhere do we find in Scripture that when God gives direction, we begin to walk in faith, that there is a timestamp upon it, such as, a month, years, decades, we're not told. And so here's just kind of a very simplistic illustration that I use for my own life and hopefully give guidance for others when it comes to this question is, if God opens the door, walk through the door until he slams it shut. Now, why is that important? Because I think sometimes we look at a potential avenue, decision, whatever, change in life, and we think, well, I don't know if that's of God or not, so I'm not even going to go there. Well, if it's of the will of God, the door is going to be open. So start taking steps. I promise you, if you're headed the wrong way, he's going to make it clear. Now, the problem is oftentimes God makes it clear, but we don't like it when God makes it clear because it's not the answer that we wanted. And so when we come to this question, how long, understand that's not a time frame that you and I have the ability to dictate. And oftentimes what seems like an eternity to us is but just a millisecond of time in God's eyes, and in the reverse as well. And so when seeking the direction and the will of God for our lives, I think one of the dangerous things is saying, okay, God, I'm going to walk down this path for 2 years. And if you don't answer the way I like it in 2 years, then I'm out. That's really not a good biblical suggestion of behavior. I think it's more, okay, God, I'm walking this path until you communicate clearly this is no longer the path for me. Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thank you so much for being a part of our daily question here at the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. I want to encourage you on a few things. Number one, if you have a question to ask, submit it to AskJeff.net. Eventually, we'll get around to your question. Secondly, we'd encourage you to subscribe. That way, each and every day, Monday through Friday, you get a reminder of our question of the day. And last but not least, I want to remind you that on Wednesday evenings, live at First Baptist Church of Opelika, FBCOpelika.com, we do a solid hour of Ask Jeff where we dig into the questions more than just 60 or 90 seconds. Sometimes we take the entire hour. All that being said, AskJeff.net is where you submit a question to this channel each and every day, Monday through Friday.